Israeli soldier the world has ever known. His training is lethal, and his skills are legendary.
You're like Rembrandt with a grenade.
And it was time for a change.
I wanted to leave the army.
What will you do?
I want to cut and style hair.
This summer, he's entering a new world.
Ever cut a sister's hair before?
Sister, brother, grandma, grandpa.
Have you ever worked with dreads before?
Creature! Okay, he's got me.
I have the job, right?
Bump up the jam, bump it up, bump it up, yo, bump it, bump up the jam, bump it up, bump it up, yo, bump it.
So who's next?
Distributed by Sony Pictures, You Don't Mess with the Zohan is the latest release from Adam Sandler's Happy Madison production company. The film was co-written by Adam Sandler, who drew inspiration from his real-life hairstylist Yuki Sharoni, who gave up a career in the Israeli military to come to America and become a hairstylist. The film debuted in theaters on Friday and to less than stellar reviews from the critics and media pundits alike. The film centers around Zohan Devere, an Israeli counterterrorism agent who is both beloved and worshipped as a legend in his country. Zohan is viewed as the military equivalent to Superman and is often called upon to tackle their most difficult operations. Zohan is committed to his service, but secretly has a burning desire to become a hairstylist. So Zohan inauspiciously gives up his career in the military and travels to America to fulfill this dream. Once in America, the Zohan's character is some parts Borat, some parts Austin Powers, and many parts Stu Bigelow. Zohan embodies the spirit of every awkward foreigner who's ever come to America with dreams of making it big. Zohan sets off immediately to accomplish his dream, undeterred by rejection, obstacles, or stereotypes. Zohan finally hits it big and becomes the most sought-after hairstylist in Manhattan, albeit amongst a geriatric crowd. But as usually is the case with epic journeys, the past comes back to haunt him in his new life. For Zohan, this is when he is recognized by a group of ex-rivals who seek revenge for old country transgressions. And that's where the movie will get good for hardcore Sandler fans, but may start to lose some viewers not familiar with Adam Sandler's work. This movie features a lot of physical humor, and that can seem a little old and repetitive by this point in this movie. Halfway through the film, the physical humor does get a little over the top and even cartoonish at some points. The movie did open to protests from some parts of the Muslim American community, but this may have been more due to past grievances with Adam Sandler rather than imagery in this movie. The film was originally written by Adam Sandler in 2000, but after the 9/11 attacks, was placed on hold for nearly 7 years, due in part to the sensitivity concerns from many Muslims both abroad and stateside. The ethnic and stereotypic jokes in this movie are mainly directed towards Sandler's own Israeli-American culture, and at no point does it seem mean-spirited. The tongue-in-cheek humor directed towards Muslims in this movie will probably be laughed off by most Muslims who've been living in America for a while. According to the early box office numbers on CLMnews.com, Zohan grossed an estimated $40 million in its opening weekend, finishing ahead of Sex and the City, Indiana Jones, but second to the Kung Fu Panda that earned an estimated $60 million in its opening weekend. Zohan should have a fairly strong run and will probably gross $100 million by the time it leaves theaters. Overall, this movie scores a 7 from CLMnews.com. The film does have genuinely funny moments, but struggles to get out of its own way in the same fashion that other Adam Sandler films do. The cast is filled with well-known actors and entertainers making cameos as themselves, and other well-known actors and entertainers playing everyday people. It is recommended viewing for audiences with a high tolerance for Adam Sandler's brand of humor, but its 7 rating may be a 5 or a 6 for those looking for a more grown-up comedy this summer. For more on this film and to check on your favorite film's box office ratings this weekend, visit www.clmnews.com. Make CLMnews.com your new daily home for news, media, and entertainment news. Subscribe here for more weekly film reviews, and be sure to rate this clip and place your comments below. For CLMnews.com, I'm Will Darius.